Alright, so what let's do now. I have this inequality, right? I have this inequality y is less than 1/3 times x minus 3. How do I graph this inequality? What am I going to do? Well, it's like two things looking at this inequality that I need to help me graph this inequality. What do I need, Tyreek? Right, I need to find my slope and my y-intercept. So I need to find the m and I need to find the b. What does the m represent? What is the m, Ajani? What is it, Ajani? 1/3. And then what is my y-intercept? Which is the b? What is that, Alicia? -3, right? So I know what my slope is, I know what my y-intercept is. How do I graph this using these two pieces of information, Brianna?
You put a point on -3.
Alright, so a -3, okay.
Okay, then you rise up 1 and then run to the right 3.
Exactly. So I'm going to rise up 1, run over 3 times. That's going to put me there. So I have my 2 points. Now, how do I know what type of line that I need to draw? Is it going to be a dotted line? Is it going to be just a solid line? How do I know, Daisha?
It's going to be a dotted line because you have a less than.
Say that again, Daisha. I don't think everyone heard you in the back there.
Dotted line because it has a less than symbol.
Perfect. That's exactly correct. Because this is less than, I'm going to have a dotted line. So when I connect my 2 points, I am going to have a dotted line. So it should look exactly like this, right? With arrows on both sides of my line. So now how do I know? So this is y is less than 1/3 x minus 3. How do I know the shape above the line or below the line? What do you think, Diamond?
If it's less than or less than or equal to the shade below the line, so this is less than, that's the shade below the line.
Exactly, right. So if this is my boundary line and this is less than, then I know I need to shade below this line, right? Because y is going to be less than 1/3 times x minus 3, so I need to shade below this line. Good job. So looking at this, I need to shade in this, right? And as I was walking around, I saw a lot of people's papers had this exact same thing, right? It should look exactly like this when we shade in our region. So this is what it looks like when we graph a inequality. But now talking about solutions and non-solutions. So I want to go with solutions first. So what is going to be a solution? Give me some points that are non-solutions as well. So what is going to be some solutions? Give me some points that are in my solution area. Tyreek.
2 and -4. Over 2 down 4.
2 and -4, exactly. So because that is in my shaded region, right? 2 and -4 is right in my shaded region. So yes, that is a solution. What else, Shaheen?
-1,000 and -1,000.
-1,000. Let's say you're trying to trick me there. -1,000 and -1,000. Yeah, it looks like it's going to be all the way down there, though, right? But I know that this line doesn't just extend here. It doesn't just stop here, right? It goes all the way down here in this direction, all the way up in this direction. So everything below this line is going to be in my shaded region. Good job. So -1,000 and +1,000. Good job. Give me my last point, Tariq. -6 and a +6.
No, I mean no, go on. Okay, 6 and -6.
6 and -6. Okay, yeah. So 6 and -6 is in my solution, not -6 and 6. All right. So now, what about some non-solutions? What are some non-solutions? Give me a point that falls exactly on this line and tell me, is it in my solution or not in my solution? Nigel.
3 and -2.
Let's see, 3 and -2. So is that a solution or not?
No.
That is not a solution. Why is that not a solution, Nigel?
Because it falls right on the line.
Right, because it falls on this line. So think about it. If this is a dotted line, it's like if this was a number line, then it would have an open circle around it, right? How I graph on the number line, we have an open circle. That's what this dotted line represents. It means that it is not included. Anything that falls exactly on this line is not included. Charles. 6 and 1 million, yeah, because it looks like 6 here, no matter how far I go up, 6 and 1 million is never going to be in my solution set, so yeah, that is exactly correct. I'm just going to say 6 and 1 mil. We understand that, right? All right, so now what else is not going to be a part of my solution? Alicia. Alyssa, excuse me, sorry.
-2 and 1.
-2, let's see, -2 and 1, good job, that is not my solution either. So -2 and 1, good job, all right? So of course we know how to graph inequalities using a coordinate plane, all right? So that's actually going to lead us off into our aim. So, Kalia, can you please read our aim for us?
You're going to be able to graph linear inequalities are not in.
Exactly right. So yesterday we took a look at inequalities that were in the slope-intercept form, such as the do now, right? So today we're actually going to take a look at, well, what if I have an inequality that's not in the slope-intercept form? What do I need to do in order for me to be able to graph it and solve that problem? So turn your pages over to the next page. So the first variation that we're going to take a look at says we're going to graph linear inequalities that are not in slope-intercept form. So I have this inequality. 3 times x minus 4y is less than or equal to a -12. Let's see, Johnny, can I graph this inequality as it is? Can I graph this as it is? Why not? Well, how come I can't just graph it as it is?
Because it's not in the form of y equals mx plus b.
Exactly. Thank you, Johnny. It's not in the y equals mx plus b form, which is also called what, Johnny? Exactly, the slope-intercept form. So if it's not in a slope-intercept form, can I put it in a slope-intercept form? I can, right? Okay. So I have this inequality. 3x minus 4y is less than -12, right? So mind you, if I want to isolate y, then I need to get y on the side by itself. So to do that, the first thing that I'm going to do is subtract 3x from both sides. Subtract 3x from both sides, and that is going to leave me with -4y is less than or equal to -3x minus 12. Right? So now when I divide by -4 on both sides, mind you, I'm still trying to get y on the side all by itself, so I need to divide by -4 on both sides. This is now going to be y is less than or equal to 3 times x over 4 plus 3. Yes, Ms. Tyson.
You have to flip your inequality sign.
I'm sorry, Ms. Tyson, say that louder.
Do you have to flip your inequality sign? Because
Yeah, that's exactly correct. Thank you, Ms. Tyson. I was going to see, like, who was really going to correct me when I said the wrong thing? Yeah, that's exactly correct. I need to actually flip my inequality sign when I divide by or multiply by a negative number, right? So since I divided by a -4 here, now I need to flip my inequality. So now this is now going to become y is greater than or equal to 3/4 times x plus 3, right? Remember, anytime I multiply or divide my inequality by a negative number, I have to always flip the inequality sign. Now, Johnny, can I graph this inequality? I can. They should help me out. What is going to be my slope and going to be my y-intercept?
The y-intercept is 3 and your slope is 3/4.
Alright, so my y-intercept is 3, and my slope is going to be 3/4. Raven, how do I graph this on this line, Raven?
You put your point at 3.
Okay, point at 3. Alright, so I'm going to go up, rise up 3, so go 1, 2, 3, and then run over 4, 1, 2, 3, 4, both in the positive directions. Now, I see a lot of people figure this one out already, but what type of line do I need? Do I need a solid line or a dashed line? What type of line, Nigel?
A solid.
A solid line. Why is it a solid line? Yes.
It's a solid line because it's a the line is that
Look at my inequality symbol. What type of inequality symbol is it?
is a
Help us out. Tariq. Yeah, it's greater than or equal to, right? So now this is what type of inequality symbol? Greater than or equal to. So if it's greater than or equal to, then I'm going to shade in using a solid line. All right. So there's my line. Now, the second thing I need to worry about is which side of this line to shade. Do I shade above the line? Do I shade below the line? And how do I know? Shade mark. Oh, you say above because why?
It says above what? Because it's greater or equal.
Yeah, because my inequality is greater than equal to, so I am going to shade above my line. Good job. So I'm going to shade in everything that is above my boundary line, right? So I'm shading everything that is above my boundary line. So it should look like this, all right? So all points that lie in this region is going to be a part of my solution. Mind you, it is okay for you to go outside of your graph because we know that this line actually extends all the way up, right? So everything in this entire area, everything in this like quarter of the page is all going to be a part of my solution, correct?
Yeah.
All right, so once again, give me some solutions in this set and then give me some non-solutions. Give me 2 of each. Give me 1 solution, Diamond.
0 and 3.
0 and 3. Okay, so you actually went with the y-intercept. And why is that a solution, Diamond?
Because 3 is on the line and it's a dotted line, so that means that anything on that line could be a solution.
That's exactly correct. So 0 and 3 is going to be a solution. Last one, Brianna.
0 and 25 million.
0 and 25 million. You guys trying to have me do a lot of writing, I see. I'm just going to put 0 and 25 mil, right? Because I know that 0 and then 25 million is going to be all the way up here, all right? That's exactly correct. All right, so what about some non-solutions? Some non-solutions, give me 1.